The death is reported of Mrs. Slbc Kamara, who died on Saturday, the 20th of September, age 72. She is survived by her children, Reverend Francis Aliu Kewu, General Overseer of Divine Evangelical Outreach Ministry, Mrs. Aja Umu Rivers in the USA, daughter-in-law Mrs. Doreen Kewu, grandchildren Jomol, Khadija Blessing, Joshua Francis, JD and Arunatu, siblings Mr. Basil Sise, Mr. Remy Sise and Mrs. Ramatu Jakoma, all in the USA, cousins Mr. Teslim George, Saleh George in the USA, Mr. Ahmed Tijan King, Wahid Tijan King in the UK, Fatima Pen Bundu and Muhammad Bundu, all in the USA. Spiritual head Bishop J. Archibald and Lady Irene Cole, all pastors and members of New Life Ministry International Ross Road and Divine Evangelical Outreach Ministries Tower Hill, adopted children, close friends and other relatives at home and abroad. The body will be laid out on Thursday, the 2nd of October at her residence, 107 Quarry off Bible Road, back of Hotel 510, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and at the church edifice from 12:30 to 1:20 p.m., followed by funeral service at 1:30 p.m. at the New Life Ministries International burial at the Kisi Road Cemetery. A vigil will be held on Wednesday, the 1st of October at her residence, 107 Quarry off Bible Road, Kisi, back of Hotel 510, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sympathizers may call at our residence or call on mobile numbers 078 111 222 or 076 649 991. May our soul rest in perfect peace.
Jesus, keep me near the cross. There's a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream flows from Calvary's mouth.
The Olivant family at home and abroad announces the death of their beloved father, grand and great-grandfather, uncle, in-law, and friend Mr. Daniel Ayo Olivant of 101 Cemetery Road, Ogu Farm, Allentown, which took place on Thursday, the 9th of September. He is survived by his children, Christiana, Rosalind, Frances, Sonny, Gloria, Arthur, and Ayo. Funeral arrangement to be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 101 Cemetery Road or 32 Upper Brook Street or call on 076 61 1693 or 0332 773319.
Star sheds its beams around me. In the cross, be my glory ever, till my ransomed soul shall find rest.
The wife, Reverend Anna Sise, children, Abraham, Irene, Victory Fellowship Church family, Sise, Robert, Koumas, Kamaras, Dumbuyas, and the entire body of Christ and Christian organization mourn the first death anniversary of the late General Overseer of the Victory Fellowship Church, Reverend Musa FCC. Time flies fast, life goes on at its own pace, but some memories can never be forgotten or erased from the minds of the dearest ones. You will always remain in our thoughts, friends nationally and internationally.
Ransomed soul shall find rest beyond the river. Near the cross I'll watch and wait, hoping, trusting ever, till I reach the golden strand.
In loving and affectionate memory of their dear beloved father, brother, great and great grandfather John Cecil Taiwo Bob Lucas, fondly called Balanced Diet, who left this world for eternity 10 years ago on the 28th of September 2015, a day after his 71st birthday, which was on the 27th September. Uncle Bob, you left us the time we needed you most. We missed you so dearly. We missed you at home and the whole community. Sleep on, Uncle Bob. Sleep and continue to take a peaceful rest. Lay down thy head upon the Savior's breast. We love you, but Jesus loves you best. Good night, good night, good night, and continue to take a rest till we meet again to part no more. Sadly missed by the Bob Lucas family at home and abroad.
Beyond the river. That is the firmest ground of faith. Be of good cheer, for God's own Son forgives all sins that you have.
The death is announced of Mrs. Elizabeth Mariatu Dean, commonly known as Marie, of 25 Gordon Street, Aberdeen Village, which took place on Friday the 26th of September, age 53. Funeral arrangement will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 25 Gordon Street, Aberdeen Village, or call on mobile numbers 088 760 734 or 079 8811 60. The death is announced of Madam Gladys Carbo, who died on Friday the 12th of September, aged 80. She is survived by her children, Memunatu Kamara in Liberia and Samuel Ekuhuk, several grandchildren, nieces and nephews, close relatives and friends at home and abroad. There will be a vigil on Saturday the 27th of September at number 5 Dunson Lane off Upgun Turntable from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Funeral service will take place on Sunday the 28th of September at the Faith Evangelical Ministry Church, number 17 Ross Road at 2 p.m. Burial at the Kisi Road Cemetery.
Till my ransomed soul shall find rest beyond the river. Near the cross, a trembling soul, love and mercy.
The death is announced of their beloved father, brother, uncle, cousin, and friend, Mr. Desmond Pelham Bangura of Hill Station, a driver of the Board of Engineering Construction, who died on Tuesday the 9th of September, aged 34. He is survived by his wife, Mrs. Wendy Pelham, Zachariah, Ola, Doris, and Vida, brothers Joseph, Muhammad, and Brahman, sisters Marian, Gloria, Rugiatu, and Zainab, several cousins, aunts, uncles, close friends, and relatives at home and abroad. There will be a vigil on Monday, the 29th of September at the Christ Healing Center, 32A Freetown Road, Wilberforce, at 7 p.m. Funeral and communion service will be on Tuesday, the 30th of September at the Christ Healing Center, 32A Freetown Road, Wilberforce at 1 p.m. Burial at the Wilberforce Cemetery. Sympathizers may call at 10 Skelton Street, Wilberforce, or call on 030 585 055.
Beyond the river, near
The death is reported of Mrs. Victoria Leonora Palmer of 82 Ballard Drive, Regent Road, Lumley, who died on the 26th September, aged 96. Funeral arrangement will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 82 Ballard Drive, Regent Road, Lumley.
Confused, tell me what's happened. So many voices in my head, but it told me.
Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. The death is reported of Madam Haja Zainab A.Z. Bangura, commonly known as Sa Abu, of number 2 Vincent Drive off Wilkinson Road, formerly of number 1 Bethel Street off Patton Street. She died on Saturday, the 27th of September, aged 78. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at number 1 Bethel Street off Patton Street or call on Mrs. Zakiatu Sise of Nemo Construction Company on 099 501 944.
Will come one day, but it's come too soon.
What bliss till now was thine, yet thou despised and gory.
It's with deep sorrow and heavy hearts that the family at home and abroad announces the death of Madam Zainab Nabi, commonly known as BK, formerly of Woodbridge, Virginia, and of Regent Road of Circular Road and 57 Upper Phillip Street, Wellington. She died on Saturday, the 20th of September, aged 53. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 57 Upper Phillip Street, Wellington, or call on mobile numbers 078 950 495 or 034 806 116. May her soul rest in peace.
But thine the deadly pain. If you are ill, if death draws near, this truth your troubled heart can cheer.
The death took place on Wednesday, the 24th of September, of Mrs. I. Kagbo of 1 Chapel Street off Freetown Road, aged 58. She is survived by her daughter, Mrs. Alice A. Conte, granddaughter, Janita N. Conte, son-in-law, Mohammed Bola Conte, siblings, Mr. and Mrs. Aliu Iskandri, Mrs. Jenny, and Auntie Jilo. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at her residence.
Grants the highest good. All glory to the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, three in one, to you.
The death took place at the Connaught Hospital on the 25th of September of Mr. Khalil Usman Bangura of 27A Nickel Street, Kissi, back of mental home, age 63. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 27A Nickel Street, Kissi, back of mental home, or call on +23276 986 155, +23234 482 470, +23276 980 and +23280 235 757.
Jesus, keep me near the cross. There's a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream.
The death is announced of Engineer Edward Kasadumboya, who departed this life on the 28th of August in the United States of America, aged 41. He was a former employee of NP Sierra Leone Limited and a member of the Chartered Engineering and Calibration Company. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Fatmata Samanatu Dumbuya, mother Mrs. Martha Dumbuya, children Edward Joshua G. Dumbuya, Sia Fatu Dumbuya, and Sonia Hannah Dumbuya, siblings Pastor John Dumbuya, Mrs. Sia Mose, and Mr. Saidu Mansari. Several close friends, cousins, nieces, nephews, and other relatives at home and abroad. A vigil will be held on Wednesday, the 9th of October at Maxwell Street, Wellington at 8 p.m. Funeral service will take place on Thursday, the 10th of October at the Faith Healing Bible Church, Peacock Farm, Wellington at 12 noon.
God, bring its scenes before me. Help me walk from day to day with its shadow on me. In the cross.
The death took place on Saturday, the 13th of September, of Mrs. Annie Yaiba White Kamara, age 61. She is survived by her husband, Mr. Abu White Kamara, children, Mrs. Rebecca Alan Cole, Mrs. Kadiatu George, Alex Kamara, Taiwan Kindly Sise, several grandchildren, nieces, nephews, close friends, and other relatives at home and abroad. A vigil will be held on Thursday, the 2nd of October, at the Faith UBC Church, Regents Road, Lumley at 7 p.m. The body will be laid out at a residence at Kamayama, Pentagon, Lumley at 10 a.m. and at the Faith UBC Church at 12 noon on Friday, the 3rd of October, followed by a funeral service at the Faith UBC Church, Regents Road, Lumley at 1:30 p.m. Burial at the Lumley Cemetery. Sympathizers may call on 088-652-950, 030-063-056 or 076-676-442.
Till my ransomed soul shall find rest beyond the river. Rest beyond the river.
The death took place on the 9th of September of Mr. Ekundayo Augustus Wak Williams Sr. of 260 Locust House in Kisii, aged 67. He survived by his wife, Mrs. Mary Wak Williams, children Ekundayo Wak Williams Jr., Mary Commander, Hector, Abdul, Annie Kosi, and Patrick Wak Williams, mother Mrs. Yelia Longani. Several brothers and sisters, cousins, sisters and nephews include Mary Wak Williams, Rani Faulkner, Isa Kamara, Lukumal Logani, and Pastor Sini Logani, all at home and abroad. There will be a vigil at the Brown Memorial United Methodist Church, Kisii, on Monday, the 29th of September, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The body will be laid out at his residence, 260 Locust House in Kisii, on Tuesday, the 30th of September, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, followed by a funeral service at the Brown Memorial United Methodist Church, Kisii, at 1 p.m. Burial at the Kisii Mesmes Cemetery. May his soul rest in peace.
How does thy face now languish, which once was bright as morn?
So confused. Tell me what's happened. So many voices in my head. But he told me that this day will come. Tell me.
The 27th of September 2020 was a dark day, a black Sunday we will never forget. She was taken away from us. She is now safe in heaven. In memory of the late Mabinti Linda Koma, whose death was a big shock and a tragedy for the whole family at home and abroad. We ask Allah to forgive her sins and grant her Janatul Firdaus. She will always be loved and remembered. Sleep well and continue to rest in perfect peace. She loved to write, but her diary was never found. From your beloved family, mother, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, nieces, and nephews. Only the heart that truly loves knows the sorrow of parting.
But this is all up to Allah. He sent his angel of death. My child.
theme I will sing. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing on, I'll sing on. And when from death
The family announces the passing of their beloved daughter, sister, and friend, Ada Mimi Kale, who departed this life peacefully on Wednesday, the 24th of September, aged 37. She is survived by the Kale, Tommy, Kose, Kai Tibi, Kalon, Shaw, Sise, and look like families and friends at home and abroad. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at a residence at Ogu Farm or call on 078 026 394 or 076 569 960.
world, so that he gave his only son, the lost to save, that all who would in him believe should have.
The death is reported of Florence Omotayo Kofi Williams, former chief cook of APC office, and of 11 Girls Estate, Kutown Road. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on 076 795 754 or 088 178 622.
Built on this chief cornerstone. All glory to the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, three in one.
The death is announced of Mr. Joseph Olufemi Spencer Noah of 2 Mansare Drive off Limbakona Rukel. He died on Tuesday, the 23rd of September, aged 59. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on 076 526 990 or 076 856 964.
There's a precious fountain, free to all, a healing stream flows from Calvary's mountain.
The death is reported of Mr. Ali Alex Fala, commonly known as Jaja of 15C Philip Street, Wellington, formerly of 11 Magazine Court. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call at 15C Philip Street, Wellington, or call on mobile numbers 078 713 070, 076 617 002, and 076 892 789.
There the bright and morning star shone. Even so, it is well with my soul.
The death is reported of senior prophetess Marion Scott of the International Prayer Warrior Church and of Dallas Driver Milton, formerly of 5D Water Street, Congo Town, Freetown. She died on Friday the 19th of September, aged 71. Funeral arrangements will be announced later. Sympathizers may call on mobile numbers 034 154 869 plus 157 120 69431, 077 400 131 or 076 720 791.
Peace be still.
salon for Puebla we are. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting Louis sweet salon for Puebla we are. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. Where we get we gold, where we get we diamond, where we get we iron or white for Puebla we. Where we get we rutile, where we get we bauxite. Fish in our water plenty, white for Puebla we. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. If petrol day, lights day na the whole country. Motocar they run up and no white for Puebla we. If parents get good pay, pikin go school. If teacher get good pay, all pikin then go land. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. I say salon man and woman as a meet. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla. Waiting do we sweet salon for Puebla.
one and for thee.
Salon for sexual peace and one more.
Here's how to send money overseas using AfriMoney and BNB. Dial *161#. Select option 1. Go to option 6 for overseas money. Press 1 for BNB. You'll see the list of countries you can send to. Enter receiver's full name. Enter the receiver's phone number. Enter the amount you want to send. Enter your PIN to confirm. You will receive an SMS confirming your transaction. Terms and conditions applied.
Eh, 5 good years. This celebration go be grand. Fumble them. Dofa don 5 years old. And because of that, then Glady get for be big and boku. And you know say, Dofa can make them granny them beauty contest where they can call Miss Old is Gold. Miss Old is Gold Volume 5. Go be na City Hall, Wallace Johnson Street. Saturday, October 11, 2025. And it go begin 4:30 sharp. Come support you, your favorite granny. I say, ticket price now 100 leon ordinary. Patron 300 leon. Don VIP now 1000 leon. The Wontoni organization for the aged, DOFA for short. While all man no say, old age not to sickness. So, now that's make you for camp and this Miss Old is Gold Volume 5 and support you, young granny of the year. DOFA, the Wontoni organization for the aged.
People in the party.
Salon, now we continue. Salon, now we for try for build this country.
It is that time of the year again for the Global Spelling Bee in Dubai and the African Spelling Bee in Zimbabwe in October 2025 and March 2026 respectively. That is why ICBAI Sierra Leone Spelling Bee, in collaboration with Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education and other partners, is requesting sponsorship to enable participants to represent Sierra Leone in these 2 championships, as education remains key to President Bio's Big 5 changes. ICBAI remains committed to inclusive and early child education through Spelling Bee. ICBAI Spelling Bee, the Global Award winner 2022-2024, the Best Speaking Program na Salon. For more information, contact us on 079-717762 or 078-186607. Sponsors, NATCA, New Brookfield Hotel, Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, Bank of Sierra Leone, Leon Rock, UTB, UNICEF, Rokel Commercial Bank, Plan International, SLBC, and Sky Radio.
Salon, now we continue. Salon, now we for try for build this country.
Me, for can go na junction for go buy EDSA credit. It want more than
say you want for go na street. Because the last EDSA credit wey me buy na ya asidon wey I buy am.
this one hard for believe.
Na true. Dial *363# with QCell and tell me what he say.
It say buy Q Power, get last 3 tokens, register meter, and exit.
Easy?
But I no get QCell more.
Na make am sweet and easy. Just top up your QCell and buy EDSA credit. No mobile money, no problem. It will be one day na salon.
Okay.
Pass with QCell.
Make a try am. Yes, use your QCell top up and buy EDSA Lite anytime, anytime. Just dial *363# and follow the instructions. Make sure say you register your meter number before you continue.
For more information, dial 111. Terms and conditions apply. QCell. Salon Pride.
3 countries, 1 house, a dream prize that changes everything. Welcome to House of Stars, Season 3. Every move counts. Every glance tells a story. This is no ordinary house. It's a battlefield of ambition. Here, trust is currency, and betrayal is always one step away. This season, the stakes are higher. One winner will walk away with a brand new 3-bedroom duplex house, a car, and $10,000 in cash. Audition forms available from now. You can get your audition form at King's Empire Hotel, 81 Lavuma Beach, Godrich. Live show starts 16th November 2025. Play nice or play dirty. Just make sure you're playing to win. They'll compete, they'll clash, and only one will become the star.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that. For Freetown has its own sudden elegancies. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance. Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever. Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change, we've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here. We've always listened, because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place, all of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
The golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else.
Or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown.
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 Yeah.
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
the taxi driver,
the barber,
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us.
All of us. Everybody. We are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
the greengrocer,
the teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
The rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all...
A pleasant good morning to you and a warm welcome to News Hour. I am Esther Sako. Coming up, International Rescue Committee IRC closes its operation after 26 years in Sierra Leone. Financial Intelligence Agency validates 3 strategic documents including an action plan 2025 to 2029. And the residents of Oldfield Street raised concern after a decomposed body was abandoned in the area for 3 days. These stories and many more lined up in this session of News Hour. Stay with us. Welcome back. We'll begin the news this morning with one of our top stories. The International Rescue Committee, IRC, has officially closed its operations and programs in Sierra Leone. After 26 years of delivering humanitarian support to Sierra Leone, the exit is described as a transition, deliberate handover to strong local organizations who are now leading the charge for a brighter future. Emmanuel Samoa was part of the farewell dinner organized at the New Brookfields Hotel in Freetown and compiled this report.
Mixed feelings clouded the all, knowing that it was the last day of the International Rescue Committee mission in Sierra Leone after 26 years. For over 26 years, the International Rescue Committee (IRC) has provided support to Sierra Leoneans during the country's most challenging moments, from the devastating civil war to the Ebola outbreak, cholera and COVID-19. Since 1999, the IRC reported to have reached over 3.5 million Sierra Leoneans with life-saving and life-changing support while strengthening national systems and building resilience for the future.
Where I had to sell food for me to actually feed, for my parents to feed. And when I came to IIC, I actually became opportunities where I'm able to serve up to where I am today. Honestly, the opportunities of IIC are really creative, and this is something I'm really taking home, and I'm really proud of.
Interface with IRC in 2022, and since then we have been working as equals. There are some partnerships we don't work as equals, but for IRC, their partnership is working as equals.
The IRC Regional Vice President of West Africa, Modu Dior, said they were closing operations in Sierra Leone because they are now confident that strong local organizations are now leading the way, rooted in their communities, equipped with the right knowledge to continue IRC's work.
The reason why we enter a country is over, and when we have full confidence that the government and the local organizations are able to take over the project, we can start thinking about exiting. And I think that all these conditions are now met to allow Sierra Leone and particularly local organizations, national NGOs, to take the lead of the response to provide the support to the population who are affected.
Whilst giving the validatory statement, the Deputy Development Secretary of the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, Usman Chai Conte, commended the IRC for their 26 years of relentless service to the people of Sierra Leone, adding that the news of their departure is something they received with a heavy heart. He added that even though the IRC has gone, but the impact of their support remains in the country, which Sierra Leoneans would live to remember.
By working through local partners, we have strengthened systems and built capacities that remain central to our medium-term national development plans for 2024 to 2030. This reflects true partnership, international expertise combined with national ownership for sustainable progress.
The International Rescue Committee (IRC) is a global humanitarian organization that provides emergency aid and long-term assistance to people affected by humanitarian crises to survive, recover and rebuild. Emmanuel Samura, SLBC.
Despite government and its development partners' effort to connect rural communities to mini-grids and other sources of energy recently, many of those communities are still faced with the challenge of not accessing electricity. However, the latest beneficiaries of the Light Salon project, funded by the European Union, are the residents of Masai Tenkli village, Magbema Chiefdom in Kambia district. The provision of solar energy has changed the narrative for them. Joseph Toure went along with the EU team and now reports.
The EU 2025 bus tour with the slogan EU for You is embarking on what one would say is a fact-finding mission of its own funded projects. This phase 1, the team is visiting 4 districts including Kambia, Tonkolili, Kono and Kenema. This is Masai Tenkle village, Magbema Chiefdom, Kambia district. Recently, it was among localities which never got the privilege of accessing electricity supply. This song, as residents welcomed the EU team, resonated with the appreciation they have for the solar light in their community. The Light Salon project, funded by EU, Irish Aid and other partners, aims to light around 18,000 households in Cambia district between December 2024 and November 2026. Bringing solar light here in this village has come with many blessings. Mabinti is a mother of 3 who plays a significant role in providing for the family. She says the light enables her to do the unusual. She describes it as a breakthrough to her livelihood.
For this light, we get out, they feel free. Like now they go cut the palm tree in a bush, and I net to the sit for make the broom. That broom, the way they sell them, I go buy. Yes, for can feed me picky there. I get 5 picky. For can feed me picky there. Right now, this light they help me. They help me too much.
Like Mabinti, Santigi now enjoys the benefits of solar light.
Battery in the door, and where they don't, they scrap back that box beside the picture. Now we lights don't come, we don't let them meet out. Alhamdulillah. That was 5,000 per month. You know nothing to me. I'm glad for that, and we tell you not thank you.
Though they may not get all they needed now to change their livelihoods economically, at least the solar light is affordable for them. Sustainability is key in ensuring the locals continue to enjoy such a facility. The implementing partner, Trocare Sierra Leone, sees the project as a work in progress.
The demand is there, the market is there, but we are in a learning curve. First of all, we want to make sure that the costs go down to the minimum. We don't want a lot of overheads in this thing. We also want to make sure that nobody is left behind, and that is why the objective is the last mile. We want to reach the most vulnerable, people who cannot be connected to EDSA, off-grid, or any other connection, people who need it. And we want to make sure that on top of that, those who are really, maybe 10%, the poorest of the poor, they should be able to get at least a light.
Stories after stories are told to the team on the successes of the project. This prompted the EU boss in Sierra Leone and other members of the team to walk through the community to get first-hand information.
This is a very good example because it can show other communities that let's do it together. Let's think, maybe now they will have enough income to help other communities, yeah, step by step. We still be involved, but the issue is that the more and more responsibility should be with local people, with Sierra Leoneans, with the central government and with local communities. Of course, we will continue because we are loyal ally of Sierra Leonean people and of Sierra Leone.
Before now, this village, like other villages in the district, used to rely on these solar panels, these small solar panels. They told us that they pay 45 loans for a month, compared to this device, which they used to spend more than 45 loans if they were to buy a particular device that will sustain them for a whole month. But with this light, they spend less, and life here is better than before. SLBC, Joseph Toure reporting.
Residents at Oldfield Street in the east of Freetown have raised concerns over a disturbing smell emanating from a decomposed body. According to them, the dead body was abandoned for days and it has altered the normal activities in the community, including preventing children from going to school. As Mohammed Koma reports, viewers' discretion is advised.
Tempers flaring, normal activities altered and classrooms closed. This was the situation at Holfield Street, where the stench of a decomposed body prevented pupils from attending school, especially the community school, Sierra Leone Muslim Brotherhood Primary School. The carcass was lying at the back of the school's fence, posing serious health risk to residents of the community. It's almost 10:30. Usually this place would have been filled with people had it not been for the stench of a dead body that is just immediately after the fence. Stakeholders here and by extension community people are calling authorities concerned to address this situation as quick as possible because they want the school to continue. Head teacher Sierra Leone Muslim Brotherhood Primary School Old Fish Street for the Samura underscored the negative effect of not attending school even for a day.
Indeed, it is affecting the learning process. You know, as we are all aware, we were on strike for some couple of weeks ago, and the children have lost a lot. Even today, you know, the school is not operating. We are losing because we are operating on syllabus.
Community stakeholders and Chief Imam of Old Fish Street Mosque, Dr. Ibrahim Salou Kamara, was dissatisfied with the delay from the authorities concerned, stating that the dead body had been there for about 3 days.
It has been a very terrible situation because no sooner it happened, well, there was coordination between the stakeholders. I was told, they met me, that we started calling 117, and they have been very lax, even to the extent that I got annoyed with somebody there at 117. You see, and the person said I should stop, I should tell the people not to come to school. I said, well, tell Slbc, I am not responsible to stop the school. So this has been lax. It's now 3 days. Because of that, today there is no school.
The alarming rate at which young people are losing their lives has attracted so much attention from members of the public who most times link their death to substance abuse. For SLBC, Mohamed Kouma reporting.
Funkia, a coastal community well known for fishing, women are the backbone of the fish smoking trade. Day after day, they turn fresh catches into preserved food that feed households and supplies markets across Freetown. Beyond providing food security, this trade also sustains the local economy, with many households depending on the women's hard work to survive. It is a tradition passed down through generations, shaping the identity and resilience of the community. But behind the smoke lies a struggle. These women say they are facing rising costs, poor working conditions, and limited support, making their livelihood increasingly difficult to sustain. Our intern reporter Sulaiman Dumbuya went to the community and filed in this report.
At the shorelines of Funkia, women can be seen choking fish over hot fires while their faces covered with clothes to reduce the choking smoke. Many say this is their only source of income, allowing them to feed their families and pay for their children's education. Yet, the challenges are growing. Prices of firewood have doubled, market access is limited, and health risk from constant smoke exposure threaten their well-being. The women explain that despite their efforts, the profits they make are barely enough to survive. They are now calling on government, NGOs, and community leaders to provide support, whether through improved smoking facilities, financial aid, or training programs that could help them work safer and more profitable. For Kadiatu Kuruma, just like many other fish smokers, fish smoking remains the only way to put food on the table and keep their children in school.
I'm doing it for my children. The situation is not really easy. I have to fight for our living. I don't have anything. We depend on fish smoking for our living. I also have school-going children to take care of. That's why I'm doing the fish smoking business. I want the government to help us because things are really hard for us.
So I make Papa government help me because of the team will not get nothing right now.
Despite the challenges of rising cost of fish, low sales and losses, women like Christiana Kamara remain committed to a trade passed down to her through her generations.
Well, it depends
So I buy the fish, the price.
Well, it depends on how we buy fish. We sometimes buy fish at a high price and we don't make much sales. At the end of the day, we lose. Now that the fish price is high, we are not making much profit. We are just doing it because it is what we are used to. We do not have any other business. As for me, it is what I saw my parents doing, so I am following their footsteps.
Aisata Koma, another fish smoker, explained how they prevent themselves from future blindness as a result of smoke.
We use coconut jelly water to drink and wash our face every day to prevent the smoke from affecting our eyes when we get old. Plus, we take some other medicine on daily basis.
In case the old age, we let me and no go get problem. But we take medicine really.
For the women of Funkia, fish smoking is more than a trade. It is a lifeline. Their appeal for support is a reminder of how vital their work is, not only to their families, but also to the wider economy. Addressing their needs could help secure both livelihoods and a trade that has sustained the community for generations.
The Financial Intelligence Agency of Sierra Leone, with support from the World Bank Sierra Leone Second Financial Inclusion Project, has convened a 5-day National Anti-Money Laundering, Counter-Financing of Terrorism and Counter-Proliferation Financing Strategy and Action Plan 2025 to 2029 validation and training workshop at the New Brookfields Hotel in Freetown. The workshop runs from the 29th of September to the 3rd of October 2025. Jonathan Turner reports.
The event was held to validate Sierra Leone's new 5-year strategy and strengthen international capacity in tackling financial crimes. Financial Intelligence Agency Sierra Leone Director General David Bobo emphasized that the initiative was a milestone in consolidating national efforts to safeguard Sierra Leone's financial system and ensure compliance with international standards.
And supervisory bodies. This means providing the tools, training, and technology needed to conduct effective investigation, prosecution, and asset recovery. We will also improve our ability to coordinate and share financial intelligence both domestically and internationally. The strategy also wants to boost our public-private partnership. Our collaboration with the private sector is not optional. It's no longer optional. It is fundamental.
Statements were delivered by ministers from various ministries and development partners. They all underscored the importance of robust coordination, transparency, and accountability in combating illicit financial flows. Delivering the keynote address, the Deputy Minister of Finance 2, Janet Jabati, reaffirmed the government's commitment to financial integrity and inclusive growth. She highlighted that the strategy and action plan aligned with Sierra Leone's development agenda and global obligations under FAFT and GIABA frameworks.
At the forefront as our most critical tools for upholding integrity. By dismantling the walls of secrecy that criminals hide behind, we will foster a fair and fiercely competitive business environment that attracts ethical and responsible investment. Furthermore, we recognize that financial crime knows no borders. Therefore, we are absolutely committed to strengthening both domestic coordination and international cooperation.
The workshop features technical training sessions, strategic discussions, and validation exercises, with participants expected to produce a comprehensive framework that guides Sierra Leone's fight against money laundering, terrorism financing, and proliferation financing over the next 5 years. The event marks a critical step in advancing financial inclusion, promoting investor confidence, and safeguarding national security. For Slbc News, Jonathan Turner reporting.
Residents of Kenema community in the west end of Freetown are calling on the government to rehabilitate the road in the community. They described the road as in a deplorable condition. Our intern reporter Elizabeth Mullen filed in this report.
According to residents at the Kenema community, the road, already untarred, worsened due to persistent rainfall, leaving behind deep potholes and muddy stretches, making it nearly impossible for commuters. Commercial riders reportedly increased transport fare, citing damages to their bikes, while pedestrians said they risk injuries daily. School children and workers often arrived late as they navigate the rough road. Adamakama, a resident, said that the bad condition of the road has added to her burden.
If some has load or is seated with a child, there is a great chance that you will fall. There have been a lot of accidents on the road. We do need help as the road is really in a bad shape. We have been trying to rehabilitate the road, but we do not have enough materials.
A bike rider, Aruna Sise, explained how their bikes most time get spoiled from the bad condition of the road, causing them to be at the garage frequently for repairs.
We are begging the government to help in rehabilitating the road. We are really going through constraints. If you take a look from the junction, there are a lot of rocks.
Rebecca Toure, a shop owner, explained that she frequently witnessed accidents.
Many passengers have seriously been injured. If you take a look at the road, you'll see how bad its condition is, and it usually gets bad during the rainy season, cause the heavy flow of rain will leave potholes.
Resident continues to appeal to government and authorities to prioritize Kenema Road rehabilitation, stressing that good road will not only improve mobility but also foster development in the area.
The chairman of the Albert Academy 121st Anniversary Committee says this year's celebration is about system strengthening and the rebranding of the Academy. Professor Ezekiel Doramani-Lako made this disclosure during the official launch of the 121st Anniversary celebration. Our reporter Cecilia Alisisi has more.
The Albert Academy is once again poised to make history with its 121st anniversary celebration set under the theme, "The Change We Want is Here." This year's anniversary is uniquely positioned to showcase transformative strides the Academy has made. Among the highlights are the successful return to a single-shift system, the introduction of the first ever school leavers graduation and career day, the rebranding of the Academy's Foundation Day, and the rescheduling of an annual Thanksgiving service to the 26th of October, strategically shifted to avoid disruption from the rains. Chairman of the Anniversary Committee, Professor Ezekiel Doramani-Lako, said the celebration goes beyond festivity, placing emphasis on system strengthening and institutional rebranding.
So it means this year is going to be different. It's about system strengthening, it's about rebranding our school. We are proud to tell you that we are rebranding the Foundation Day. So instead of having Foundation Day, we now have Foundation Day and Social Evening, and that will happen on the 4th of October.
President of the Albert Academy Alumni National Chapter, Bismarck Albert Coker, reaffirmed the alumni's commitment to supporting their alma mater. He noted that since its founding on October 4, 1904, Albert Academy has groomed many distinguished Sierra Leoneans. He recalled the Academy's stellar achievement in producing the best WAS result in West Africa in 2003 with 2.8 a record no other school has been able to break. Bismarck further pledged that the alumni would continue to bring innovative initiatives to add value to the institution.
Looking at our legacy that we've had in the past 120 years, how can we innovate our future? We then said and choose the theme for this year's celebration, which is the change we want to see this year. We cannot just imagine our innovation, we cannot just think, but we want to bring those innovations to life. We want to see those innovations make the changes that is necessary and fit for the Albert Academy to become the best school, not just in Sierra Leone, but in West Africa and beyond.
As part of the 121st anniversary, the Academy is also set to expand its musical tradition by launching a special brass band academy to train pupils in music. This new unit will operate alongside the main brass band team with the responsibility of leading morning devotions and performing in other key school activities. With a blend of tradition, innovation, and a renewed sense of pride, Albert Academy's 121st anniversary is shaping up to be more than just a celebration. It is a reawakening. Students, alumni, and fans of the Academy are already looking forward to what promises to be a historic and talk-of-the-town event, one that will honor the legacy of the past while charting a bold new future for the Academy. SLBC News, Cecilia Alice Sisse.
President Julius Maada Bio has held an engagement with diaspora community leaders in Washington, D.C., highlighting the significant progress its government has achieved across multiple sectors, including education, health, infrastructure, development, good governance, and the empowerment and protection of women and girls. During the engagement, President Julius Maada Bio also underscored Sierra Leone's growing role in global leadership, encouraging them to serve as ambassadors for Sierra Leone abroad, and urged the diaspora to continue fostering strong community ties and contribute meaningfully to the nation's ongoing development. The diaspora community leaders expressed their admiration for President Bio's commendable leadership and the notable advancements made in the country. The engagement reflects the President's commitment to strengthen connections with Sierra Leoneans worldwide and in leveraging the diaspora support for national growth. From there, the Army Chief of General Staff, Brigadier General Sir D.T. Gauja, has called on the Army officers to uphold high professional standards in exercising their duties while serving the nation. He made the statement during the graduation ceremony of 38 military officers from the U.S. Army and ASLAF Joint Exchange Program at the Julius Maada Bio Parade Square, Wilberforce. Moses Conte was there for the SLBC and now reports.
The closing of the joint combined exercise training conducted by the Civil Affairs Team 126 from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, with Sierra Leone Forces Reconnaissance Unit and the State Protection Service saw a fulfillment of determination to strengthen the ASLAF. The training was to highlight the strong and enduring friendship between the United States and Sierra Leone and strengthen bilateral partnership built on shared values, mutual respect, and a commitment toward professional development. According to Charge d'Affaires, U.S. Embassy in Sierra Leone, Jared M. Yancey, the shared training was not only to improve operational capability, but also to foster a deeper understanding of each other's values and approaches.
This training highlights the strong and enduring friendship between the United States and Sierra Leone and strengthens our bilateral partnership built on shared values, mutual respect, and commitment towards professional development. Over the past few weeks, the soldiers participating in this JSET have covered an impressive range of topics related to civil affairs operations, learning and sharing best practices on civil reconnaissance and civil engagement, governance, area studies, mission planning and reporting, and professional development and force management.
During 6 weeks training, soldiers were taken through a range of topics relating to civil affairs operations, learning and sharing best practice on civil reconnaissance and civil engagement, governance, area studies, mission planning and reporting, professional development, and force management. The Army Chief of General Staff, Brigadier General Sir Thomas David Gauja, commended the U.S. Army for such opportunity to the RSLAF. He said the training will strengthen civil relations, enhance the ability to cooperate with civilians' population. He said those skills will help build capacity in times of emergency for the interest of the country and sub-region.
In addition to this skill can benefit civilians during disaster responses or help treat casualties in stability operations. These competencies have not only enhanced the capabilities of our personnel to render assistance to themselves and counterparts, but help them support civilians in emergencies. How does it enhance joint interoperability and professionalism? With these competencies, it is safe to say our personnel have now been capacitated to operate at international level. Their interoperability and professional skills.
The engagement ended with a certification to 38 military personnel who went through the training. Guardians appreciate the government of the United States and Sierra Leone, stating the training was timely. They have pledged their commitment to uphold and actualize what they have been taught. Moses Conte, SLBC.
In Freetown, APC women from across the Western region gathered at the Family Kingdom to witness the launch of a major empowerment program that many say could change their lives. The initiative, called the J Impact Loan Scheme, is a 4.5 billion loan soft loan program funded by APC flag bearer aspirant Sheikh Alhaji Mohammed Omodu Kamara, popularly known as Jagaban. Christina Kamara reports.
The Jagaban Charity Foundation, they give sum of 4.5 billion euros to the J Impact of West.
For many women in attendance, the launch of the J Impact Loan Scheme represented more than money. It was an opportunity for independence. Deputy West District Chairlady Madam Umu Awaba Kamara praised the initiative, saying it will give women across all 28 constituencies the means to start or expand businesses, support their families, and become active players in their communities. Cheerleaders from Rural and East Districts joined her in describing the program as a lifeline that could help to reduce poverty among the women and contribute to the party's strength at the grassroots.
Hey, Pastor, nobody come up for national position. If they support Jagaban, I said, I want to support him. Me, I dey support Jagaban. Because not for me, I can say me not just the but I don't want to eat. I don't want to keep from the beginning, but not for the ordinary Sierra Leonean. What do you do for the ordinary people there? Now make a letter.
Applause erupted as Jagaban encouraged women to use the funds to grow sustainable businesses and promised continued support for initiatives that will put women at the center of development.
Now what
closing the ceremony, East District Chairman Comrade Medke called the launch a turning point for the Western region, saying women's empowerment was key to building stronger and more resilient communities.
We know the importance of women. We know what they're capable for doing in politics. So if somebody volunteer for assist the woman, then now we responsibility as men for camera and for saying thank you very much. We express appreciation for the wonderful thing we do for the woman that we're in our district, and thank you especially for the Western area for this kind of wonderful thing we do for women.
For the women, the J-Impact Loan Scheme was not just financial support, it was a chance to rewrite their futures, one small business at a time. Slbc News, I am Freetown, Christian Akama reporting.
From Christian Akama, it's now time for us to go in for some international news updates.
International news. At least 4 people were killed and 8 others injured after a gunman drove a vehicle into Michigan church, opened fire and set the building ablaze before being killed, police said. Officials said the attack on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, a town 60 miles 100 kilometers northwest of Detroit, happened during a Sunday service attended by hundreds of people. The suspect, which was identified as Thomas Jacob Stanford, 40, from Bolton, Michigan, was later shot dead by police in the building's car park. Authorities are therefore investigating the incident as an act of targeted violence, but say the motive remains unclear. Grand Blanc Township Police Chief William Rennie told a news conference on Sunday that 2 victims were reported dead from gunshot wounds. He later said 2 more people had been found dead and some others remained unaccounted for, though he could not say how many. The pro-European party of Moldovan President Maia Sandu has claimed victory and a new majority in parliament in Sunday's elections, saying as critical for our country's future path to the EU. Sandu had warned of massive Russian interference after voting, saying the future of Moldova, flanked by Ukraine and Romania, was at stake. Igor Grusu, the leader of Sandu's Party of Action and Solidarity, PAS, which secured about 50% of the votes, said Russia had thrown everything it had at the election. Opposition leader Igor Dondo had claimed victory even before results came in and called for protests outside parliament in the capital, Chisinau, on Monday. However, the win by pass is emphatic. Monday's protest was tiny and mostly attended by pensioners, and there is no sense at this point that they have any momentum. Namibia says it is sending in helicopters and hundreds of soldiers to battle a fire that has ravaged a third of a key nature reserve. Etosha National Park is one of South Africa's top tourist attractions, known for its vast salt pan that can be seen from space. It is also home to critically endangered black rhinos. The country's Environment Ministry believes the fire broke out on Monday at a charcoal production site outside the park's borders. Almost a week on, it has spread into the park, killing at least 9 antelope and destroying wildlife habitats, as well as hundreds of thousands of hectares of grazing pasture outside the park in regions bordering Angola. Opposition MP Likando Roderick recently criticized the government for failing to contain the fire, saying it should have been better prepared and urging it before its long-term response measures. And a special court in South Sudan has ruled that it does not have the jurisdiction to prosecute suspended Vice President Riek Machar and 7 co-accused who are charged with murder, treason and crimes against humanity. The court dismissed all objections by Marker's legal team regarding its authority, the constitutionality of the proceedings, and the claim that he was immune from prosecution. The case will continue on Wednesday. Marker has dismissed the charges brought against him 2 weeks ago as a political witch hunt. They have raised fears of return to civil war. The charges stem from an attack in March by a militia allegedly linked to Marker, which killed 250 soldiers and a general. Since then, he has been under house arrest. That is the international news. Thanks for watching.
From Minata Fofana with international news, we'll now move on to entertainment news.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News with me, Sulaiman Babature. In this edition of Entertainment News, cultural performances at the World Tourism Day celebration in Pujao District. Eddie John Brown wins Guinness World Records for the most full-body revolution on a single-hand chest stand. And Adekule Gold performs at the Bill and Melinda Foundation event in New York City. And now, the World Tourism Day celebration in Pujao District on September 27, 2025 was a kaleidoscope of cultural performances that captivated audiences and showcased the rich artistic heritage of Sierra Leone. From theatrical displays to mesmerizing acrobatics, the event brought together a diverse range of talent, leaving audiences in awe and pride. Let's join Abdul Masari.
One of the standout performances came from local acrobats who dazzled spectators with their gravity-defying stunts and intricate routines. The acrobatic troupe, known for their agility and precision, performed breathtaking feats that had the crowd cheering and gasping in amazement. Their performance not only showcased physical prowess, but also celebrated traditional Sierra Leonean strength and resilience. The stage also came alive with a rhythm and energy of talented dancers representing part of Sierra Leone ethnic groups from across Sierra Leone. Adding an element of surprise and wonder, local magicians captivated audiences with their spellbinding tricks and illusions. The events also featured traditional music performances with local musicians showcasing instruments unique to Sierra Leonean culture. With such a successful showcase of talent and culture, Pujao District sets the stage for future events that celebrate Sierra Leone's unique heritage. As the echoes of laughter and applause lingered in the air, it was clear that this celebration was a testament of the power of culture in bringing people together and fostering a sense of pride in one's identity.
That was indeed a stunning performance. We want to see more of this in Sierra Leone. And now, from cultural performances to the Guinness World Records. Eddie John Brown, popularly known as Eddie Flex, a Sierra Leonean acrobat, has made history as he has been certified by Guinness World Records as the human with the fullest body revolutions on a single hand chest stand. A challenging acrobatic move that demands extreme flexibility, balance, and strength. Eddie trained for years, perfecting his craft with dedication. His record-breaking involved staggering number of revolutions whilst balancing on his chest. Eddie, a sport enthusiast across the country, has hailed the achievement as a source of national pride, with many noting that it sets a new benchmark for acrobatic and bodyweight performance in Sierra Leone. We say congratulations to Eddie, keep kicking, go more, raise the green, white and blue flag higher and higher. And finally, on the entertainment news, Adekule Gold, a Nigerian Afrobeat singer and songwriter who gained a widespread attention in 2015, has made history by becoming the first official African artist to perform at the Bill and Melinda Foundation event in New York City for 30 minutes. Congratulations to Adekule Gold for that achievement. Well, we want to see more Africans shooting up. Well, this is all we have for this edition of Entertainment News. I've been your presenter, Stama Babature. Thanks for watching and keep watching the SLBC.
Many thanks to Slbc Babature for the latest in entertainment news. We'll now move on to business update.
It's a very pleasant welcome to business segment on Newsa for this hour. The segment on Newsa that brings you stories, business, and its contribution to the economy. In this edition, traders at Bombay Street Market raises concern on the current structure of the market. Welcome to business segment. Traders at Bombay Street Market have described the current market building as a death trap. They said its condition poses a serious risk to their lives. Bombay Market is a well-known trading center along Frabe Road. Its main building, especially the top floor, has been abandoned by traders due to its dangerous condition. Our intern reporter, Aminata Kama, visited the area and filed this report.
Bombay Market, located along Foabe Road, is a well-known trading center. However, the main market building, especially the top floor, has been abandoned by traders due to its dangerous condition. Falling blocks from the ceiling have made the space unsafe, forcing traders to relocate outside the building. Adam Atue, an advisor at Bombay Markets, explained that pieces of the building ceiling often fall, putting lives at risk. Out of fear, most traders have vacated the building. She also complained about the poor drainage system, saying the gutters are too small, causing dirt and waste to overflow into the streets and drive away customers.
Authority, they know, city council, they know, don't explain it all.
We have informed the authorities, including the Freetown City Council. They came, assessed the building, and promised to fix it. But since then, we haven't seen them again. We are pleading with the government to intervene as more than 3 people have already been injured.
Well, let's have a government made the help we for the market. They will come for the market, we will tell them thank you. Because the market they for they don't make past 3 people.
Maria Tukoma, another trader, said the building has been abandoned for 10 years. She confirmed that ceiling pieces frequently fall and the roofs leak whenever it rains, making the building unusable.
The up markets they broke up the ceiling. They cut someone for the candle.
Every ruling party that comes into power promise to repair the market, but nothing has been done. We are calling on the government to demolish the current structure and build a new, safer market with proper doors and infrastructure.
Talk to Papa government if you able for help we for me able go Christmas market candle. It make up for we.
Adama Bangua, a member of the 7-man committee at Bombay Markets and a victim of the market's poor condition, recalled when part of the ceiling fell on her, causing her to lose consciousness.
Because when you sit down and say the thing, they forgot so power. Me there where they talk so. The last day was serious, they said the place is cut.
Traders are afraid to enter the building. That's why many of us now sell outside the markets. We are begging the government to come to our aid and fix these markets before more people get hurt. As traders continue to risk their lives while trying to earn a living, their calls for urgent intervention by the FCC grow louder. Without immediate repairs or a complete reconstruction, the market may face further deterioration, endangering more lives and threatening the livelihoods of many.
Well, that's all on business news for this hour. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.
Up next, sports update.
Thank you very much. In this edition of the update, over a dozen of sports journalists have completed a 2-week capacity program organized by the Human Kinetic and Sport Department at Slbc College, University of Sierra Leone, where President of Sports Writers Association of Sierra Leone, Sir Maurice Jr. says the training fulfills its mandate to strengthen the skills of sports reporters nationwide. Here is the report. 13 sport journalists have received certificates after completing intensive 2-week course at Slbc College, Human Kinetic and Sport Department. The program focused on equipping reporters with the knowledge and technical skills needed for effective sports coverage, from understanding the rules and dynamics of different games to mastering the art of telling compelling stories. In sports journalism, knowledge is non-negotiable. Without a solid grasp of the subject, reporters cannot deliver accurate, engaging coverage. As the media landscapes involve staying informed about emerging trends is essential. The Sports Writers Association says it is committed to advancing capacity building through formal education. Plans are on the way to establish diploma and degree programs in sport journalism. With a national diploma course as a priority, discussions are ongoing with institutions including Kenema, Jala University and Slbc College to integrate these programs into their academic offerings.
And I will assure you all that the Sports Writers Association is already in talks as well with the Human Kinetic and Sports, and we will be presenting our proposal as well to the Human Kinetic and Sports Department for us to have, for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, a diploma in sports journalism. And we are looking forward also to spread this not only at Slbc College, but as well for our sports journalists in the region to benefit. We are also in talks with Jala University, and we will be extending our dialogue with Unimac as well.
Deputy Registrar Slbc College, Ibrahim Conte, emphasized that formal training will not only sharpen technical skills, but also reinforce the ethical responsibilities journalism carry. President of SLAJ, Alhaji Manika Kamara, noted that the initiatives comes amid growing calls for specialized training in the media sector, particularly in sports reporting, where content and accuracy are key. SLBC's camera operator Joseph Cabo, a participant, called for continued training to help journalists remain productive and match modern trends in reporting.
Specifically for me as a sport journalist, this is the opportunity that we have been looking forward to, and it came at the right time. And of course, we have heard from various speakers making it very clear that it is now time for them to enroll some courses that has to do with sports, which is very, very important. So for me, this is I am so happy for me to be throughout this 2 weeks training on the sports and management, and for me as a sport journalist, this have also add another feather into my sporting career. So again,
we've seen ourselves in most of the modules that they normally taught us during the 2 weeks. We saw ourselves, the mistakes some of us we were doing before. Not only me, we are not saints, but we always accept and work on, and from what we've learned, we've decided to work on our mistakes and make the reporting field a better field for all of us, not only for Freetown, but across the country.
As the certificates were handed out, the message was clear: sport journalism in Sierra Leone is stepping up its game. With continued training and the push for formal academic programs, the next generation of reporters will be better equipped to tell nation's sports stories with accuracy, depth and pride. Mohammed Lamin Toure, SLBC Sports, Freetown. But that's all we have time for in this edition of The Updates. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Mohammed Lamin Toure, and goodbye.
Well, for Mohammed Lamin Toure with sports updates, that's our the content of the news this morning. But before we go, a quick recap of our main point. The International Rescue Committee, IRC, has officially closed its operation and programs in Sierra Leone. After 26 years of delivering humanitarian support to Sierra Leone, the exit is described as a transition, deliberate handover to strong local organizations who are now leading the charge for a brighter future. The Financial Intelligence Agency of Sierra Leone, with support from the World Bank Sierra Leone's second financial inclusion project, has convened a 5-day national anti-money laundering, counter-financing of terrorism, and counter-proliferation financial strategy and action plan 2025 to 2029 validation and training workshop in Freetown. And residents at Oldfield Street in the east of Freetown have raised concerns over a disturbing smell emanating from a decomposed body. According to them, the dead body was abandoned for days and it has altered the normal activities in the community, including preventing children from going to school. Well, that's our wrap up this edition of news from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. Hi, I've been your presenter, Esther Sako. Stay tuned to your public broadcaster, the SLBC, if you can. Up next is Good Morning Sierra Leone. Have a wonderful day.
We are the national broadcaster, and I am Sulaiman Baba Toure, a reporter and presenter at the SLBC. Your voice, my voice.
From the commercial department, I am Regina Bangura. You are watching SLBC. Your voice, my voice.
I am Jonathan Turner, a reporter for Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, SLBC. As a reporter, I do stories on education, health, politics, and more. Stay glued with SLBC to watch my stories. Your voice, my voice.
Lucian Ganda, producer Wayus, and producer and presenter Christian Editions on TV. This is the SLBC.
I am William Wise, presenter Wayus and also reporter at the SLBC, and this is the SLBC.